Buenos días, chicos de cuarto grado. ¿Cuarto grado? No, ustedes son de quinto grado. Hoy es lunes 11 de enero. Hoy vamos a hablar de posesión. Saludos, señor Henso. This lesson is for the 5C class, and I'm recording this for you the night before, and I really am recording it the night before. The Vikings just played today, and they missed their field goal at the end of the game, so they lost. But I really need to do this lesson for you guys because you guys are a little bit behind the other two fifth grade classes, and I don't want you to get any further behind because I'm at a language teacher meeting right now. So that's why I'm doing this lesson the night before, so you can kind of get caught up with the other classes. Okay. ¿Tú comes tu manzana? ¿Tú hablas con tu papá? ¿Tú cocinas con tu esposo? ¿Tú comes con tus papás y tus amigos? So just to remind ourselves, when we're changing action words to tú, to say you are doing them or asking them, escribir would be escribes. This down here. Comer would be comes. Bailar would be bailas. This is how you say you are doing these actions. Okay. So how do we say that these things belong to you? Tú escribes con tu lápiz. Tú hablas por tu teléfono. So it's kind of tricky in Spanish because saying you write with your pencil, you talk on your telephone. If you're saying you or your, it's the same word, tú. It's not two, like the number two in English. It's tú. And when you say tú, you can hold your hand up in front of your mouth, and if you feel breath on it, like two, with super breath on it, then you're saying it wrong. You should feel very little wind coming out of your mouth when you say tú, tú. So you tú, tú. So you really don't want to get a lot of breath when you say it. But there's no difference in the way you say it. Tú, 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 tú. The only difference is when you write it and I'm saying you, it's going to have an accent over it. When I'm saying your and I'm writing it, it doesn't have an accent. But other than that, it's pronounced exactly the same. Tú juegas fútbol con, if you've got more than one, it's tus amigos. Tus amigos. So what we're going to do is, and then now the last time we had class, we went over the question words. So cuando is when, qué is what, and donde is where. So what we're going to do today is we're going to practice taking these sentences, changing them, and then making question words on them and saying that these things belong to you. That's a lot, and you're going to be writing it with your partner. So you guys are in Círculo right now, and you're going to be writing with your partner. And this is really a practice, so this isn't right or wrong. Normally when I do this, I'd have you speaking it, but because I'm not there, you can just be having some time practice writing it. So the way you're going to do this is, it says, you skate on your skateboard. And you're going to be asking this question word, so this is going to be when. When do you skate on your skateboard? Okay? So to make our question word, the first thing we're going to do is do the upside down question mark. And you need to get these little accents on there. So you're going to say, when do you skate on your skateboard? So it'd start off with, it'd be cuando, que, or donde. It would be cuando. Okay? And then when I'm saying skate, it's going to be patinas and then you say your skateboard. So it's tu patineta. Cuando patinas en tu patineta. Okay, when do you skate on your skateboard? Okay, so the next page right here, I've got, let's see if I can get this so looks okay. So here there's 4 sentences right here for each person. And actually I'm going to, let's see if I can move this down a little bit right here. What you and your partner are going to do is you are going to do that with all of these. What I would maybe recommend is have one person do the donde questions and one person do the cuando questions. And we'll do maybe one of each right now so you can have an idea. So, but then your job is with the 2 of you, have one person write out these last ones for donde and have one person write out these last ones for cuando. And then in 4 minutes, we'll kind of just compare it. You can just see what we did. So the first one is, so this is, again, you're going to start your question with your upside down question mark. And let's move this up here. See if I can move this up here. And you're going to say, well, that's going to be where. So where is donde? And then I'm going to say, where do you cook? And I'll say, tú. Cook is going to be cocinas. Where do you cook your cake? ¿Dónde cocinas tu torta? ¿Dónde cocinas tu torta? Where do you cook your cake? The next one is going to be, where do you deposit your money? Where do you call your mom? Where do you crash your car? Okay? Now these next ones right here, if it's cuando, it's going to be, when do you read your book? So again, start with your question mark. Oh, come down here, question mark. Okay, right down here. And then we're going to say, when is cuando? When do you read? Now remember, you don't have to put in do. You can just put in les. And remember, we know who's doing the action word because it's changed to show who's doing it. So if you don't want to write do, if you want to just say cuando lees instead of cuando tú lees, you can just say cuando lees. So I'm going to say cuando lees tu libro. When do you read your book? Okay, so I'm going to give you 4 minutes. And for the next 4 minutes, your job is to, with your partner, figure out and take your whiteboard and write the question words for donde, and then the other person switch and write the question words for cuando. I'm going to give you 4 minutes, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to go over them. So write, and then just, if you get done, just wait. So here we go. Here's your 4 minutes. Start working and writing these out. Okay, so let's go over and see what you have done. So where do you deposit your money? So that should be donde tú depositas tu plata. Again, might not need, you can take off the two if you want, and I didn't put an accent on there. If you wanted to do the regular, if you wanted to do without two and just say donde depositas tu plata, that's fine too. Okay? Where do you call your mom? So this would be donde tú llamas a tu. Oh, keep forgetting these accents on this too. Tú llamas a tu mamá. Okay? The next one, where do you crash your car? Let's get this right here. Donde tú chocas tu auto. Right here. Donde tú chocas tu auto. Okay? When do you hug your sister? So when is cuando. Cuando tú abrazas a tu hermana. Okay? When do you devour your apples? Cuando tú devoras, and then there's more than one, so pat yourself on the back if you got tus manzanas. If you got that, nice job. See if you can change it for this next one, because there's one more. Cuando tú rompes